Hello, I'm Terri Carter with the University of Georgia's Cobb County Extension Office, and we have another tip for you for the holidays. So if you're baking and your recipe calls for brown sugar, well, a lot of us don't keep brown sugar, but most of us will have some plain white sugar. Well, there's a way to turn plain white sugar into brown sugar. You guys would never believe how simple this is. So let's get going with this. So I have my plain white sugar here. Just going to pour that in there. And we have, this is called molasses, blackstrap molasses. And what molasses is basically the byproduct of making sugar. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're just basically going to be adding our molasses to the sugar, like so. And we'll just start to mix that in. Now this could take a minute and it may not seem like a lot's going on here. So take your time and be patient. It will mix up. Just takes a little bit of time because the sugar is made from sugar cane or sugar is made from sugar beets. So either way, there's a byproduct and it's this dark molasses syrup that comes from making sugar. When you're making the sugar, we're trying to get these pretty white sugar crystals. So this syrup is actually removed, right? So in order to make brown sugar, we're basically just adding back in a product that was already part of the sugar process itself. And molasses has been around since forever. It's a very old thing, and I don't really eat molasses as syrup, but I just use it for things like this or to add to different recipes. So if you look at that, you can see that it's really starting to come together. And yeah, I want to keep mixing this up. But yeah, molasses is either unsulfured, I think it's called unsulfured molasses, blackstrap molasses, mild molasses, but you have different kinds of molasses. But as you can see, it's starting to look just like brown sugar. And if you want light brown sugar, you'll add less molasses. But if you want a darker brown sugar, you're going to add more molasses to it to give it a darker color. And that just depends on what your recipe calls for. This stores very well. So once you've made your brown sugar, you can store it in a jar or you can store this in a Ziploc bag, but it stores very well. And if you feel as though it's not dark enough, as I said, add more. I think this is going to be dark enough for us. So look at that, brown sugar, and how easy was that? Who would have known that brown sugar was so easy to make? And if you still have some pieces in here that still look like molasses, you can just continue to kind of push that out and mix it up. And there you have it. And I could mix this up for a little while longer, but for the sake of television time, I'll go ahead and end it right there and let you take a look at it. And that is our brown sugar. And all you have to do at this point is just use it, all right? So I hope this tip helps you as well. For me, I know it does because I'll buy a box of brown sugar. That brown sugar will be just a few scoops out of there, and then the rest is like hard as a brick. There's a way to soften it up as well, but it's just as easy for me just to mix up my brown sugar like this. So I hope this holiday tip helps you. Once again, I'm Terri Carter with the University of Georgia's Cobb County Extension Office. Thank you so much.